what's going on in Haiti is bad. While internationally, eyes are on Palestine going through genocide and illegal occupation, many other similar events are happening around the world. You have the civil war in Sudan that has two sides backed by nuclear superpowers with the Sudanese people caught in the middle. Next, you have the people in the DRC, which is the Democratic Republic of Congo, that are being massacred via their Rwanda United States backed M23 gang that's murdering thousands and displacing millions. Yes, that's happening for the basis of resources, really. I covered those two nations and what they're going through on my channel. If you guys would like to, you guys can go and just go to the video clips, and I'll talk about Congo and Sudan on my channel. But now we turn our eyes to Haiti. It seems a similar issue to what's going on in Congo is happening there as well. But as we all know, Haitian people don't play. They're starting to fight back against gang violence gripping the island nation. So we're going to go into a overview of what's going on. Yeah. So let me share my screen really quick. This is an overview. Now we can get a little bit more in detail. All right.
Been there, y'all know I mess with Haiti heavy. They don't take no bull crap at all. And news medias ain't covering this. Y'all probably don't even know. TikTok, hear me loud and clear. This is for educational purposes only. There is revolutionary protesting happening in Haiti right now for the same things that we're going through in America, and we not doing nothing about it. This is real life today. They're protesting because the cost of living has increased, the lack of jobs, and the basic necessities like clean drinking water. And if ISIS Wisdom wouldn't have pointed out, I probably wouldn't even know what's going on. There are gangs there that are raiding and killing neighborhoods. They have no say-so of who speaks and is in control of the country because other countries are involved with governing them. As you can see.
Let's start here. Because she said some bars, and we gotta touch on it.
And happen in Haiti right now for the same things that we're going through in America, and we not doing nothing about it. This is real life today. They're protesting because the cost of living has increased, the lack of jobs, and the basic necessities like clean drinking water. And if ISIS was
now Jackson, Mississippi, anybody? Flint, Michigan, anybody? East Palestine, Ohio, anybody? Anyone? On top of the many municipalities that are dealing with dirty water, unclean, unsafe drinking water, right? Let's continue.
The one that pointed out, I probably wouldn't even know what's going on. There are gangs there that are raiding and killing neighborhoods. They have no say-so of who speaks and is in control of the country because other countries are involved with governing them. As you can see, the sent armed vehicles to fight against gangs, basically the protesters. Because not to mention they're throwing tear gas. 200 plus people have been killed, shot, and bodies even burnt just from
what happened during the George Floyd protests here in the United States? That'll tell you. We're going through the same. Yep.
protesting. We're not even going to mention the raids of people being killed in their neighborhoods by these gangs. But the protesters are saying that the gangs who have the guns were given to them by the government. Listen to.
Oh! Given to them by who? Wait a minute.
Somebody who was speaking about the issues in Haiti. And out of his own words, he was saying that the government was giving underprivileged people in bad neighborhoods to join the gangs. Ain't that the same situation that's happening to us? No jobs, cost of living going up. Oh, and y'all remember that whole CIA crack controversy where they had a war on drugs? But in the 80s, I didn't know anybody who owned crops, land to grow it. or any planes with guns or drugs, because all of that stuff is flown in. So maybe what the Haitians are saying is happening to them over there is happening to us too. Now I'm about to get more political, but every time when I talk about politics, they want to send me a message. So go to my YouTube so you can see.
All right, Kaya. Or is it Kia? My bad, sis. I didn't mean to butcher your name. But thank you. Thank you very much for that. That's basically an overview of what's going on in Haiti. And so, if these gangs, because everybody's been talking about, oh, well, Haiti's being overran by gangs. What's going on? It's the gangs. It's the gangs. But why are the gangs there? How did they come about? There's a gang leader that actually tells us what is really going on. Let me share that with y'all. Share the screen. All right. The politicians are the criminals, says Haiti's gang boss. All right, let's go. Jimmy barbecued sharers there. Scherzer says some gangs are backed by politicians and business leaders. What does that remind you of? When I say po, you say lease. Po. Po. Because think about it like this. The boys in blue are basically just a gang with badges and guns. What's the difference?
It's unfortunate we have to call some Haitians enemies, but the Haitian oligarchs and politicians give them guns and ammunition to destroy our communities.
Hi. Says Chirizier has been accused of human rights violations and killing civilians. It has been hit UN sanctions. He insists he's fighting to help provide security and basic services. Listen to this. People left behind by the government.
There's a difference between a gang and an armed group. We have an ideology. We have a vision to see Haiti with all the services, with drinkable water, schools, jobs, and with security.
Who does that sound like? Provide the people with water, schools, jobs, and security. And then he talks about how these other gangs are backed by politicians and business leaders. What does that sound like to you? So the country's prime minister has asked for international assistance.
The PM's not asking for foreign troops to come to the country. They want foreign forces to protect them from the crimes they have committed. Several times the UN's intervened in Haiti, and you see that the result is always zero.
It says in the past few weeks, people have turned against the gangs in the country. Affected members in the streets. They call the new movement Boakele. Jerry Zell says he supports them and that the time has come for people to fight back. Who does that sound like? I'll let you guys fill in the blank. Time for the people to fight back. The governments are funding some of these gangs, and the corporations are funding some of these gangs. He's fighting for the people to have clean water, adequate schools, jobs. What does he sound like? Is he a gang leader? So ultimately, when it comes to the gangs that are doing what they're doing in Haiti, sounds like they are, lack of a better word, lackeys for certain foreign governments that want to keep a country destabilized. Let's just go here for a second. This is out of Black Agenda Report. Oh, wait. How are you gonna? Never mind. Let me do this. That was not supposed to happen that way. Okay. Okay. I don't know why the page went away from what I was trying to show. Anyway, so that's Canadian imperialism in Haiti. Now, this is a long article. I can't read all this, but this talks about Canadian imperialism. It says Canada joins the U.S. in imperialist interventions all over the world, including in Haiti. Canada, the U.S., and the rest of the core group interfere in Haitians' efforts to secure sovereignty for their nation. So, I'll start here. It says, on April 2nd, a Haitian Solidarity Group. Okay, my pronunciation in French is going to be horrible, but please bear with me. It says, Solidarity Group named Debout pour la Dignité, Stand Up for Dignity, demonstrated in front of Prime Minister Trudeau's office in Montreal. Their main demand is that Canada intervene in Haiti. The organization's president, Warner Kao, spoke to the 200 demonstrators, all members of the Haitian diaspora. According to a Journal de Montreal report, he told the demonstrators that they wanted a serious commitment from the Canadian government and that Canada can make a difference. Joseph Flaubert Duclair, a member of Debout pour la Dignité, told a Journal de Montreal reporter, we do not want a military invasion, but an operational force that intervenes on an ad hoc basis. Duclair believes Canada must do that, we don't trust other countries. Now, it says débat pour la dignité's endorsement of a Canadian-led intervention in Haiti does not necessarily reflect the opinions of a majority in the Haitian diaspora in Canada. Only 7 months ago, several leaders in the community told the Toronto Star's Maricela Matador that they were against an intervention. Chantal Ismay, vice president of the community organization Maison de Haiti and member of the coalition Haitian au Canada contre la dictature in Haiti, did most of the Montreal's Haitian community opposes foreign said most of the Montreal's Haitian community opposes foreign military intervention. Dear God, I gotta learn French. So basically, a lot of them do not want a military intervention. Reflecting the debate that is happening internationally, the Haitian diaspora have varied opinions on whether a foreign intervention into Haiti would help or worsen the crisis there. So basically, what it happened basically is oh this. It says the move demonstrate Haiti's current status as a neo-colony ruled by the American government and its allies in the core group. Henry's appointment, so Ariel Henry, who is the Prime Minister of Haiti, Henry's appointment by the neo-colonial powers was in itself an intervention. It was also a holding action to allow Washington and the core group to organize a framework for intervention while escalating the crisis of security and poverty inside Haiti by way of Prime Minister Henry's corruption and delay tactics. Henry, who has no popular mandate, requested this intervention on October 2nd, 2022. This request was supported by United Nations Secretary General Antonio Gutierrez. So, says the framework offered by UN Secretary General Gutierrez in an October 8, 2022 letter to the Security Council offers two options. One, a special military force whose aim it would be to establish order in Haiti's capital Port-au-Prince. Two, support for the Haitian National Police, PNH, in the form of advisors, equipment, training, weapons, and ammunition. Now, this is one of the interesting pieces. It says efforts to simply invade and occupy Haiti were blocked at the Security Council by Russia and China. This followed concerted efforts by the Black Alliance for Peace and Haitian Liberté to lobby the governments of the two countries to block efforts by the US and UN to send in a special military force. These two organizations effectively relayed what the Haitian people have clearly expressed repeatedly: no to another foreign military intervention. And so what this sounds like to me is that there's an excuse to destabilize Haiti in order to say, well, you guys have these gangs that are overrun. So I think that it would be best for us to send in our troops in order to keep the peace, in order to restore stability to Haiti. While on the back end, they're also the same ones that are giving the guns and basically the instructions to some of these gangs to overrun Haiti, to keep it destabilized. Now, keeping an area, a country like Haiti, destabilized is really good for the empire in order to keep and maintain control of it. How do I know? Well, there was a gentleman that actually talked about it. Let me make sure. Make sure I have it up. Let me share this with you guys. Now, I shared this in regards to Congo, but this also applies here as well.
It says Rwanda and the DRC, domestic matter, but the bigger picture and the root cause is about their rich minerals. Is this about money, Kambale?
It is about resources, and
So let's get into this because it is definitely about resources. What's going on in Haiti is not an isolated incident because this happens all over the world whenever the United States and the West try to intervene in any country. So this is definitely true of Haiti. Now, listen closely to what he says. This is definitely about money.
that's been the history of the Congo since its mother they found in 1885 when King Leopold got control of the DRC.
Oh, you're taking us way back.
It was actually for rubber that was used for the car, the tires of our cars and bicycles, right? We go to 1945. Without Congo's uranium, you couldn't have Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was under Belgian hands. Today, from 96 to present, Congo's minerals has been at the center of modern day technology. You won't have your cell phone, your laptops, and so on without Congo's minerals. But what's important to see, and to connect it back to what has happened in Kishishe, is that the crimes in Kishishe, it's not the first time it happens. It has happened for 2 decades. In 1998, massacres documented by UN group of experts, Roberto Garreton, where 200,000 civilians presumably were killed or disappeared. Happened.
So naively, as you're going to list atrocities for us, why kill civilians?
It's a tactic.
This is the crux. This is the main piece that I want to highlight. Why are they doing this to civilians? So, excuse me. Let's listen.
List atrocities for us. Why kill civilians?
It's a tactic of displacement. Whenever you are massacring civilians in public, raping women in public, those things are to terrorize the population. When it happens in your community, tomorrow you are not going to be in the same area because you are afraid. We have mass displacement, over 5 million in some estimates, from 2 to 5 million internally displaced Congolese. But after a few days, few months, a few years, you are seeing development of mining concessions in those areas.
Oh, because you clear the people out?
Not only mining concessions, you also have dispossession of land where population are taking over the land. But for that to end, and that's where, at least for Sarah, where we are standing is, until there is justice, there cannot be peace. So we are signing peace agreement with people who committed a crime yesterday. CNDP massacre civilians in Kiwanja, rape women in Kiwanja in 2008.
So that's the point. When you keep an area destabilized, you force dispossession of the land. In this case, the part of Haiti that is, dare I say, paradise-like? Like, Haiti, especially in its rural parts, is beautiful like Hawaii. I don't know about you, but when you see the resources that's in Haiti, and you see, actually, let me go there, because there are natural resources in Haiti that a lot of people don't talk about. And also, Haiti's basically like a paradise island. So, this is out of the CIA. Oh, yeah, we getting into it, folks. All right. Haiti. So, it talks about the introduction of Haiti, right? The geography, climate. So, climate, tropical, semi-arid, where mountains in east cut off trade winds. Natural resources. This is the part I really want you to focus on. natural resources: bauxite, copper, calcium carbonate, gold, marble, hydropower, arable land. So this goes without saying that Haiti is rich in resources. And I bet anybody and their mama that the United States and the West are doing this particularly. Sorry, I'm hungry. The United States and the West are particularly doing this for those resources. They don't give a shit about the Haitian people. And they could say, oh, well, we're just doing this to keep peace in this country. We care about the Haitian people. Bullshit. No, they don't care about no damn Haitian people. What they care about is them damn resources. And then what they're basically trying to do is turn Haiti into another Hawaii. Hear me now and quote me later. That's what they're doing. They're trying to turn Haiti into another Hawaii, into another Guam, into another Puerto Rico, into another Cuba pre-revolution. That's what they're trying to do. But they want them resources. They want that arable land. They want that tropical, beautiful paradise. But then they also want to do what they did, what France did to them. Place them back into slavery. Even if it's not necessarily quote unquote chattel slavery, wage slavery, that works for them too. You know, the West try to keep their grubby little hands on island nations like this. Why? Money, resources. It's always that way. So, when you have a gang that's destabilizing the region and keeps people in fear, you can take hold of the natural resources more easily because the people can't come together to make proper demands of vital industries and wield their government in a way that would benefit the majority. Can't do it. And so this is why they're so willing, so eager to make it so that, oh, well, these gangs, which it feels artificial to me, are overrunning the country, when in reality, the people don't want these gangs. And when they're saying gangs, I see police with no badge. That's all I see. Now, let me share this. So this was a month ago. And let's get into this. So this says new occupation force. Haitians denounce UN vote to deploy U.S.-backed Kenyan-led troops.
Security Council voted Monday to deploy a U.S.-backed Kenyan-led multinational armed force to Haiti as the island nation combats worsening gang violence. The intervention, which came at the repeated request of Haiti's unelected Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, marks the first deployment of international security forces to Haiti in nearly 20 years. The proposal received 13.
Yes, you guys heard that right. Ariel Henry is unelected. All right, just wanted to put that out. Let's go ahead. Let's continue.
Votes in favor, with Russia and China abstaining. The resolution was drafted by the United States and Ecuador, allowing foreign troops to remain in Haiti for 1 year with a review after 9 months. The Biden administration pledged at least $100 million to fund the operation. This is the U.S. Deputy Ambassador to the United Nations, Jeffrey De Laurentiis.
This mission comes at the request of the Haitian government and Haitian civil society to address the insecurity and dire humanitarian crisis the country has faced for far too long. The deployment of this mission will help to support Haiti's critical near-term needs and to foster the security conditions necessary for the country to advance long-term stability.
Kenya had previously offered to contribute 1,000 police officers. The Bahamas, Jamaica, and Antigua and Barbuda have also vowed to send forces. Many Haitians have opposed the move due to the disastrous history of UN, U.S., and foreign interventions in Haiti. Nearly 20 years ago, the U.S. led a coup to oust Haiti's democratically elected President Jean-Bertrand Aristide. More recently, a UN mission left behind an outbreak of cholera that killed some 10,000 people in Haiti. UN officials were also accused of widespread sexual violence, including the abuse of children. Amnesty International has voiced concerns about the intervention, and Kenyan-led armed forces recently citing Kenya's continued unlawful use of force against protesters. Meanwhile, peace activists have denounced the move as a U.S.-led invasion. In 2021, the U.S. Special Envoy to Haiti resigned to protest the Biden administration's policies in Haiti. In his resignation letter, the longtime diplomat Daniel Foote wrote, "What our Haitian friends really want and need is the opportunity to chart their own course without international puppeteering and favored candidates, but with genuine support for that course."
So here's the point. It's always about national sovereignty and self-determination unless the nation is black or brown. Then the U.S. and the West have to hold their hand while they extract the resources from the land. Think about it. They talked about the national sovereignty and self-determination of Ukraine, right? But with Haiti, they have to hold their hand. And then on top of it, well, you guys get democratically elect somebody that the United States doesn't like. Well, you got to get them out there because it doesn't serve U.S. interests. But if I'm a Haitian person in Haiti, why in the hell do I care about U.S. interests if I'm in Haiti? I don't. And yet, the United States can come in and lead a coup and replace the person who I democratically voted for? That is foreign national totalitarianism. Dictating to us who we should have as our chief representative for our country. Instead of saying, well, this is who the Haitian people wanted. This is who they democratically voted for. That's them. They don't like that. because ultimately it does not benefit United States interests. And when you say United States interests, you have to bring it all the way back to the money. It's always the commercial corporate interests of the corporations within the United States that use the US government as a tool in order to dominate over peoples in the world. Ultimately, that's what it is. So yeah. Now, I'm going to share this too, because and I hope more people start talking about Haiti in league with what's going on in Sudan, in Congo, and in Palestine. So this is from Africa Stream. It says the history of interventions in Haiti. A Kenyan court has temporarily halted the planned deployment of Kenyan police to Haiti, a move that is certainly welcome news for the predominantly African state in the Caribbean Sea. Under the guise of tackling Haiti's insecurity, Kenya, under U.S. patronage to the tune of $200 million, announced it would have boots on the ground by the end of this year. Already, a small reconnaissance team was hosted at the U.S. Embassy in Haiti. African Stream host Ken Ives, editor at Haiti Liberté, to make sense of why Haiti is vehemently opposed to foreign officials on its shores. Haiti's history of foreign interventions is one replete with abuse and tragedy, and begins with the U.S. occupation all the way to a Union deployment after the United States ousted democratically elected President Jean-Bertrand Aristide. In every single instance, Haitians have paid a hefty price. Killings, I have to be careful with my language, sexual assault, pollution of a key water artery, and countless other crimes. Kenya's police are well known for their brutality. More than 30 people were killed at recent demonstrations against the rising cost of living. So let's hear what this guy says.
The first intervention from 1915 to 1934, which was U.S. Marines, was terribly oppressive and deadly. In fact, a lot of the tactics that were used in Vietnam were pioneered in Haiti: strategic hamlets, aerial bombings, etc. And there were massacres in the countryside, like in the south near Okai. There was the Marcheterre massacre, where peasants demonstrating for their rights were gunned down, and many other things that left a very bitter taste in the mouth of Haitians after that 19-year occupation, the first. Then the occupations from 1994 to 2000, and the one from 2004 to, well, 2017 was when the minister left, and there was a 2-year period with a much smaller force, but also armed, of policemen. They were aerial bombing these packed neighborhoods, shooting. We have it in the Haiti Liberté WikiLeaks stories we did after WikiLeaks gave us all the documents related to Haiti. I think it was 200,000 rounds, if I'm remembering correctly, or 100,000 rounds, 100,000 bullets were shot in this densely packed neighborhood, killing men, women, children. I mean, it was terrible atrocities, and these were carried out by Brazilians. And there was one general who came in for the Brazilians, and he said, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing this." The guy supposedly committed suicide on his.
That's fishy.
Guy supposedly committed suicide on his hotel veranda while he was reading a book. But again, in these WikiLeaks documents, the president of here in the Dominican Republic, Leonel Fernandez, said, no, he was shot. He was shot by a sniper. And I wrote an article for the Guardian newspaper, basically putting that out with the hypothesis that this general, whose name was de Cuellar, was killed because he was not ready to go and repress the masses who were resisting in the shanty towns. And one can only presume it was by the U.S. Forces who were behind the Brazilians. So all of this is to say that these occupations are terribly bloody affairs, and when they're not preying on young women and men too sometimes, when they're not massacring in neighborhoods, they are polluting. We know the story of cholera, where basically the Nepalese contingent up on the Central Plateau let their outhouses leak into the headwaters of Haiti's major river system, the Artibonite. And this ended up spreading to the entire island. They say 9,000 Haitians died. I think it was more on the order of probably 15 or 20,000, because a lot of people, didn't know what they died of. And this cholera epidemic sickened a million, I'll say. So this is the results of these occupations, both the first one, both the one in 94 and the one in 2004.
Occupations are deadly. Just ask Palestine. That's what they bring. Death, destruction, disease. So it's not just on the other hemisphere that there is these illegal and horrible occupations that are affecting, let's say, the Palestinians, but also U.S. occupation, Canadian occupation that is affecting what's going on in this hemisphere, in Haiti. So this is why it is so important for us to keep Haiti in mind as well, and what they're fighting against. Because at the end, it all comes down to imperialism. It all comes down to colonialism. It all comes down to trying to extract the resources out of places like Haiti and trying to displace the people who are there. It's the same thing they're trying to do in Palestine right now. Same thing they're doing right now in Congo, right? Sudan is a bit of a different animal. But right now, what's going on in Congo, right? They're trying to displace the people, get mining done for coltan, and cobalt, as well as other different minerals that are there. A lot of these minerals that are in our phones and electronics. And so the ultimate goal is to keep the people poor, keep them desperate, keep them scared, so that they don't rise up against the government. What do you think they do to you? What are you think they do to you? They keep you scared. Why in the world do you think we have an occupying military force that has badges and guns that keep us in check all the time? We could just be minding our business. Next thing you know, we get pulled over. And then some of us die. Because it's, if you get out of line, you know what's coming. George Floyd was an example. Sandra Bland, example. Hell, look at Rodney King was an example. To keep us saying, hey, if you get out of line, this is going to happen. Constantly keeping us gripped by fear of state-sponsored violence. You and I both know that them gangs is actually state-sponsored violence. Especially when they got somebody like Ariel Henry that was not even democratically elected. Remind you of someplace? Living in America. Anyway, so keep your minds and hearts as well on Haiti and what they're going through, because they're going through a lot right now too. Keep speaking about Palestine. Keep speaking about Haiti. Keep speaking about Sudan. Keep speaking about Congo. And about any other group or nation of oppressed people. Because we cannot let this go. We have to keep the pressure up.